Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s decision to fire all 17 members of the CDC Advisory Committee.
Vaccines in autism.
Killed a COVID vaccine.
Measles outbreak is spreading.
Vaccine.
We need to talk about vaccines. For most of human history, infectious diseases were among the world's deadliest threats. Large segments of populations were wiped out in short periods of time. The bubonic plague, smallpox, the 1918 flu, polio, measles, these diseases didn't care if you are rich or poor, they touched everyone and they were devastating. In the late 1700s, an English doctor came up with a revolutionary concept. Use a weakened version of a germ to teach the body how to fight it. And the first vaccine was born. By the 1950s, we had the first effective polio vaccine. What was once a terrifying disease that paralyzed children has now been reduced by more than 99% worldwide. Vaccines for measles, mumps, rubella, and hepatitis A and B followed, turning deadly diseases into preventable illnesses. The impact, absolutely staggering. Vaccines prevent an estimated 4 to 5 million deaths every year. Smallpox, one of the worst killers in human history, was eradicated globally in 1980. Polio is close behind. When we talk about vaccines, let us never forget that we're talking about millions of people who are alive today because of simple, life-saving public health measures. And we're talking about those who unnecessarily lost their lives.
This is Jessica. This is based on her last preschool photo. So this was probably from 2 or 3 months before she passed away. And all we have of her now is pictures, sadly. She was 4 years old. She was a healthy little girl. We didn't get her a flu vaccine. We didn't get flu vaccines ourselves. At the time, the recommendation and the expectation was for children between 6 months and 2.5 years of age and people over 65. So she and the rest of us fell outside that window. I went in to tuck her into bed and I noticed that she was breathing very hard and her hands were a little clammy. And we called and the doctor said, "It sounds like she's dehydrated. Walk, don't run, take her to the emergency room. They'll probably put an IV in her and she'll get better." And the next thing we know, we saw the entire staff of the hospital in front of us and I thought, this isn't good. And she had passed away from the flu and we lost her. And to this day, all we can think about is if she had been vaccinated, all of this might not have happened.
Let me be as clear as I can be. We are now witnessing a full-blown war on science, on public health, and on truth itself.
Tragically, we're seeing preventable deaths. An anathema as a health professional. We are truly outraged by the untruthful words and harmful actions by Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
As a forensic pathologist, I have seen the impact of failed policy on my autopsy table. I've seen families devastated by preventable illnesses and tragedy. We cannot afford to keep repeating these mistakes today, especially when we know better.
Vaccines work, period.